Election won't be one-sided if the BNP boycott, says Kadir. Awami League will not have any objection if the schedule moved back. Court rejects Mirza Fakhrul's bail plea in the case filed in connection with the attack on the residence of the Chief Justice. Action will be taken against any officer of the administration if Electoral Code of Conduct violated, says EC. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to myTV English News. I'm Ashikuzaman with you in the newsroom today. You're watching the headlines, now the details. The upcoming national election will be a one-sided one. Even the Bangladesh Nationalist Party does not participate in it, says Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir. He said this after a meeting with the Commonwealth Pre-Election Observation Team at the Awami League office in Tejgaon in the capital. Obaidul Qadir said Awami League will not have any objection if the schedule is moved back or forth to facilitate the participation of all parties in the election. He also said revolutionary changes in Bangladesh's electoral system have been implemented under Sheikh Hasina's leadership. The Dhaka court has rejected the bail application of BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir in the case filed in connection with the attack on the residence of the Chief Justice in Kakrail of the capital. It was rejected after the hearing of the Court of Dhaka Metropolitan Session Judge Faisal Atiq bin Kadir today. Earlier on November 20th, Faisal Atiq bin Kadir postponed this hearing due to a verbal altercation between the lawyers of the state and the accused. Later, the judge fixed the date today. Mirza Fakhrul was arrested on October 29 in the case of vandalism at the residence of the Chief Justice in Dhaka Kakrail on October 28. Earlier on the day when Mirza Fakhrul was produced in the Chief Metropolitan Magistrates Court of Dhaka, the court rejected his bail plea. Action will be taken against any officer of the administration for violating the Electoral Code of Conduct, says Election Commissioner Muhammad Alamgir. However, he also assured that no one will be transferred for unreasonable causes. Talking to reporters at the Election Commission in the afternoon, he said that if any government official asks for a vote on behalf of the party, it will be a violation of the Code of Conduct. He also said that if the Code of Conduct is violated, the officials of 64 districts will look at the self-reporting. Kollan Party floated a new political alliance, Yukta Front, and announced to join the next general election slated for January 7. Chairman of Bangladesh Kollan Party's Syed Muhammad Ibrahim has announced a new three-party political alliance, including Jatiyo Party and Bangladesh Muslim League. He announced this through a press conference at the National Press Club today, stating that the party is trying to realize the demand of election under a non-partisan government in a different ways. He said the newly formed Yukta Front will participate in the 12th National Parliament elections. Syed Muhammad Ibrahim said the date of submission of election nominations may be delayed from November 30th. He said that other dates, including the election polling, may also be delayed. BNP and like-minded parties are holding a two-day blockade across the country to protest the one-point demand for the government's resignation and the announcement of the schedule. No impact was seen on the road in the capital on the first day of the sixth phase of the blockade. Like any other normal day, there is heavy traffic on the road since morning. At the same time, the blockade did not have any impact on the lifestyle of the capital's residents. In the morning, the activities of all kinds of educational institutions have started in a normal manner. As the day progressed, the presence of people on the road also increased. Now, international news. Qatar on Wednesday announced a truce for hostages deal between Israel and Hamas that would bring a 4-day halt in the fighting in a devastating week-long war, win freedom for dozens of hostages held in the Gaza Strip, and also lead to the release of dozens of Palestinian prisoners. Qatar's foreign ministry said it would announce within a day when the clock will start ticking on the truce, during which 50 hostages will be released in stages in exchange for what Hamas said would be 150 Palestinian prisoners held by Israel. Those freed by both sides will be women and children. Humanitarian aid to besieged Gaza would also increase. The announcement came hours after Israel's cabinet approved the deal. Another 200 Rohingyas have reached Indonesia's western province by sea, the United Nations Refugee Agency said. With this, the number of Rohingyas who reached the country this week stood 1,000. Every year, thousands of Muslim Rohingyas risk their lives to make the long and uncertain sea journey to reach Malaysia or Indonesia. Earlier, 200 Rohingyas arrived in the small town of Sabang in Aceh province on the edge of North Sumatra on Tuesday at 11 p.m. local time. Besides, local of Aceh returned several boats that were washed away from Bangladesh last week. According to the UNHCR, in 2022, more than 2,000 Rohingyas made the perilous journey to enter the countries in the southern part of Asia. Now news on sports. New Zealand cricket team has reached Sylhet to play Test Championship Series. They will play 2 Test Series at Sylhet International Stadium and Mirpur Shere-Bangla Stadium. Kiwis reached Dhaka on Tuesday night to play this series. After arriving at Sylhet Osmani International Airport in the morning, the New Zealand cricket team left for the hotel from the airport. New Zealand will practice at Ground 2 of Sylhet International Cricket Stadium from tomorrow. The team will play the first test against Bangladesh on November 28, and the practice of Bangladesh team has been kept since November 23rd. This is Bangladesh's first series of 2023 to 2025 World Test Championship cycle. We're about to the end. The headlines once again. Election won't be one-sided if BNP boycott, says Kadir. Awami League will not have any objection if the schedule moved back. Court rejects Mirza Fakhrul's bail plea in the case filed in connection with the attack of the residence of the Chief Justice. Action will be taken against any officer of the administration if Electoral Code of Conduct violated, says EC. Tel Aviv decides to implement 4-day ceasefire in Gaza Strip. And New Zealand cricket team reaches Sylhet to play Test Championship Series against Bangladesh. That's all for now. To watch our news online, please visit youtube.com/mytvnews. To watch our old programs, please go to youtube.com/mytvbangla. Our next news bulletin will be telecast at 7:30 p.m. in Bangla. Stay tuned. Allah Hafiz.